It's here. I apparently didn't get to cancel the last time I was thinking about it because life got in the way. It happens. So I got another Fort Worth Fabric Studio box. The last box was pretty decent, if I remember correctly. So maybe that's why cancellation wasn't high on my thought list. So this one arrived today. And let's see what is in here. For full disclosure, I paid my own money for this, so anything that you hear about this is, my own opinion. It comes out at $69.96 every 2 months. And what you get in here is what you get every 2 months. It changes every month because it is a subscription box. So we never know what we're going to get. And a lot of times it's really good. Sometimes it's been meh. And let's see what we got in here this time. It always comes in with its So Now, Sleep Later sticker, which I love that sticker. And we have our list of what we got in here. And it looks like we are getting back to some of the original stuff. Ooh. Okay. So, first thing that we have is an end-to-end table runner kit. And in this kit, let's see what it has. It is priced at $37. And in here we have... I now have fuzzies on me. Ooh, Midnight Hauntings charm pack, which has some ghosts, and it has, what else is in here? More ghosts with potions. That's right, it's called Ghost Goo. There's this fun print. I'm just picking a couple random prints out here. Ooh, I love the jack-o'-lantern. So there's a lot of fun prints in here. And it comes with a couple extra fabrics, which look like they are the... let's see. This is the accent on the ends, which is a ghost. Doesn't exactly look like it glows in the dark. Not that I'm expecting glow in the dark. But some people think about glow in the dark with Halloween. And then that is the, I guess we call it a sashing and binding. So between those three and the pattern, looks like I need to get just over 1.5 yards for backing. And I'm sure I can find something in here, but this looks like it's a really fun pattern, and it's a good size pattern. It's a, what is this thing called? It's a real genuine pattern. Not that I want to say that there's fake patterns. And then they just have add-in sheet to color it for the Halloween one. So that I am really excited for, because we hadn't really been getting projects for a while, and projects are really what I like when it comes to a subscription box, especially when they give you basically everything you need for the project. Don't care that the project is just a small table runner, because you could always gift table runners. The second thing that is in here is a fat quarter bundle of Riley Blake confetti solids. So this looks very autumny. So I think that this would make a fun autumn quilt of some sort. And then the last thing that I see in here, and I want to open this up. Where is the opener of it? Come on, there's got to be a way to... Oh. Complicated. We have a panel. And I'm going to take the thing off. And this panel is... Come on. Let me get this. I'm trying to get it so I can actually show you guys. It is a color swatch of all of the Riley Blake confetti cotton solids. A couple years ago, Moda did this with their solids, Bella solids. That's Moda's. And then I know I've seen one with Kona, which Kona I don't think had all 365 on there. Maybe it did. But now we have Riley Blake's. There was a pattern for Moda's, which was a really large one. I got to see what size this is to see if I can adjust that pattern to go with this, or if I'm going to have to come up with some other pattern in order to put it. I mean, for all I can do is I can just put a backing on there and just do a quick mosey quilting pattern over it, and I'll have the color references immediately. Because I can't tell you how many times I have purchased fabric and been like, I need a coordinating fabric. And if you're purchasing things online, you have no way to tell if something is going to coordinate. Or like if you are looking for a specific shade, and if you can't find it in the quilt shop, you're like, okay, I don't know how to tell me what shade this is. So having these panels, so if you're looking for a specific Riley Blake shade, for the Moda one, if you're looking for a specific Moda shade, for the Kona one, if you're looking for a specific Kona shade, you have something that should be almost exact to what you're looking for. I even have the color cards for grunge, because there's been a few times where I've purchased a kit and I'm like, what backing do I want? I was like, that would be good. In fact, I'm thinking that this will be good with a grunge backing, and I can just pull out the color cards and say, which grunge do I want, and get that all figured out. So I think this month, even though we only got 3 things, I think this one was a win. I know that this probably cost a pretty penny. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fat quarters in there. So that's about, I'm going to say roughly $48. Fat quarters tend to be about $3.75 to $4 each. This said this was $36. So if you add those two together, we are above the purchase price. And then this panel, this doesn't say how much it costs, but I imagine it's probably about a, because it is, wow, it's a, wait, nope, this is the selvage. So this is a, it's a yard wide, so that's probably going to be about a $12 to $15 cut of fabric. So I think we got our money's worth this time, and like I said, I'm happy because I got a project, got a little bit of fabric, and I got something fun. So I'm calling this one a win, and I may have to sit here and decide in November if it's going to continue for a subscription, because I like this one. I'm definitely going to do the table runner at some point in the near future, because Halloween is just a handful of weeks. It's like 6 weeks away. So I think that would be a fun like weekend project to do. And if I can get the table runner that's currently on my long armed, I could have stuff for show and tell at some point in the near future. So I'm actually giving this box like 4.5 stars because I'm happy with everything. A lot of times we get a notion, but I'm going to be honest, most of the times when we get a notion, it's something that I'm not going to use. So I'm not sad about that. In fact, I can't think of anything that I'm just sad about with this one. I'm back to excited with these. This is how they were feeling in the beginning. So thank you, Fort Worth Fabric Studio, for adjusting your stuff. I like to think that my videos may have had a little bit to do with it. Probably not, but it's all good. So that is this month's box. As a reminder, we had the fabric and pattern for, it's called End to End Table Runner. And then we have a dozen Riley Blake Riley Blake confetti cotton solids, and this really fun panel of fabrics, of the colors and everything. So I'm excited. In fact, like I said, I want to figure out what I'm going to do with this to make it something that I can utilize as I'm looking for fabrics. Favorite thing, obviously, is going to be the kit, because I love kits. Don't know what I'm going to do with the fabrics yet. I'm sure that there are plenty of patterns that say, find your dozen favorite fat quarters. And I'm sure like something that is very autumny would be really awesome to do with these, because like I said, these are gorgeous colors. So like I said, happy with this. If you are interested in the Sewscription Box from Fort Worth Fabric Studio, I will have a link down in the description below, directly to their website. It is not an affiliate link or anything. I get absolutely nothing if you decide that you want to sign up with it. But like I said, this month I'm happy. Don't know what I'm going to do next month, and it is every 2 months, so the next box will be coming out in November. I believe you have to have your stuff signed up by the end of October, possibly, because I do get charged on the first of the month for these. So I'm sure all the details are sitting on the website. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Toodles!